If you are after a 300cc two-stroke to tear up the bush with in 2017, you have choice aplenty. Euro bikes are the way to go, with compliant chassis married to broad, grunty engines and a features list to rival its more expensive competition, including not having to pre-mix your two-stroke fuel. Which bike to choose, though? For me it always comes down to which one is the most rideable, and therefore most enjoyable. There may be a racer one, a flasher-looking one, a bike with slightly more power or marginally better suspension, but it has to be rideable or you will hate it halfway up a root-infested hill. And your mates will cane you on their more rideable bikes. So when Beta's Ben Grabham, yes, former Desert King Ben Grabham, now working for Beta Australia, tells me the Beta 300RR is aimed at trail riders, I am all ears. 300 two-strokes are often overridden by trail riders. Trying to rev out a 55 horsepower two-stroke through the trees is not something even our best enduro racers do, instead of using torque and grunt to roll their way through the bush. Even Toby Price grunts instead of revs. That's the strength of 300cc two-strokes, not the top-end power, but the mid-range grunt that gets you up and over hills, rocks and roots, and then flattens the goggles on your face when you crack it hard down a fiery trail. The 300RR lets you set it up for grunt-to-the-moon power, with an adjustable power valve spring and 2 ignition map options, rain and full power, via handlebar-mounted switch. Our test was on some of my favorite trails in Sydney's Blue Mountains, with a day that started wet enough to quench the dust, then dried enough to produce the kind of loam the area produces in perfect conditions. Being a trail rider-focused bike, we tested it with a solid day's test ride on all kinds of terrain, RCK, sand, loamy single track, open fiery trails, and everything in between. The Beta devoured it all.